Welcome to the Alaska WIC program. WIC is the Special Supplemental Food Program for women, infants, and children. WIC is funded by the United States Department of Agriculture. This video will help you understand how to best use your WIC checks, which we call warrants. WIC is a program that supplies nutrition education and supplemental food to pregnant, postpartum, or breastfeeding women, infants, and children up to age 5. WIC helps you and your children eat well and stay healthy. WIC provides referrals to other health programs and support to breastfeeding women. WIC provides warrants to buy healthy foods available in Alaska. This video gives information about shopping with your WIC checks or warrants. You will receive WIC warrants and fruit and vegetable vouchers, FVVs, from your clinic. Only women and children get fruit and vegetable vouchers. These warrants can be used at any WIC-approved grocery store in Alaska. Look for the WIC-approved store sign at the store or ask your WIC clinic for a list of approved stores in your community. Your WIC clinic will provide you with a WIC-approved food list. Use this list when you shop to make sure you choose the correct foods. It's important you take the list with you to the store. If you lose your list, contact your local clinic. Compare prices when you shop to help WIC stretch its food dollars. Whenever it's required, buy the lowest priced brand. For example, buy the least expensive brand of milk in the largest size container available. Women and children over age 2 are prescribed low-fat milk. Children under age 2 are prescribed whole milk for nutritional reasons. Substitutions are not allowed on the WIC program. Soy milk, UHT ultra-high temperature milk, and lactose-reduced milks can be purchased only if printed on the warrant. Refer to your WIC-approved food list for more details on purchasing milk. When buying cheese, you must buy a WIC-approved cheese that is both the least expensive brand of cheese and the right size. Cheese must be purchased in 16-ounce or 32-ounce sizes, 1 pound or 2 pound packages. Most clients will only get 1 pound per month. Buy fresh, small, medium, or large eggs up to the maximum quantity printed on the warrants. WIC-approved shelf tags help you identify approved products. Refer to food list for additional information. Up to 36 ounces of WIC-approved cereal may be purchased. You may buy cold and hot cereals that, when combined, equal up to but not more than 36 ounces. You cannot go over this limit, but you may take less. Refer to your WIC-approved food list for more details on purchasing cereal. The warrant will list whole grains in either 16 ounces or 32-ounce sizes. Buy the amount as listed on the WIC warrant without going over. You may buy less if you wish. Any combination of the WIC-approved whole grains may be purchased up to the amount on the WIC warrant. This means you may combine bread, rolls, or buns with tortillas and/or brown rice in order to purchase the maximum ounces on your warrant. You can buy either peanut butter or beans with your WIC warrants. You must buy the least expensive brand peanut butter that is 18 ounces or less. Low sodium, low sugar, or natural are allowed. You can buy any type of dry beans, peas, lentils, or mixed beans in a 16-ounce or 1 pound package. Up to 64 ounces of canned beans can be substituted for 16 ounces of dry beans. WIC supports and promotes breastfeeding as the best choice for babies and mothers. However, if your baby requires infant formula, WIC only provides contract formulas on food lists and WIC warrants. You must purchase all formula listed on the warrant at one time. Please refer to your food list for approved brands. Buying infant fruits and vegetables. When purchasing infant fruits and vegetables, remember, jars must be stage 2 and/or stage 3 fruits and vegetables without added ingredients. You must buy approved brands only. You must buy approved single ingredient or combinations of single ingredients as shown on the food list. Bananas can replace infant fruit. 1 pound equals 8 ounces infant fruit. You may substitute up to 2 pounds of bananas. You do not have to buy all the infant fruits and vegetables we offer. Infant meats. You must buy only items shown on the food list. You do not have to buy all the infant meats that we offer. Infant cereal. Your warrant may allow you to purchase up to 24 ounces of infant cereal. You can combine different types of allowed cereals. Buy only those items shown on the food list. You do not have to buy all the infant cereal. When you get to the checkout stand, let the cashier know you're paying with WIC warrants. Please separate your groceries by warrant. Keep your non-WIC items separate from your WIC items. It is your responsibility to make sure the correct warrant is used with the correct purchase. Remember to keep your warrants safe. Treat them like cash because they cannot be replaced if lost. Report destroyed, lost, or stolen warrants to your WIC staff.
May I see your ID, please?
You should have your ID ready at the beginning of the transaction. The cashier will need either your or your alternate's ID to confirm your identity and compare the signature on the warrant to the signature on the ID. Typical IDs include State of Alaska driver's license, military ID, school ID with a valid signature, or passport. Only the individuals whose names are printed on the warrant may use them. If you choose someone to shop for you, this person is your alternate. It is your responsibility to make sure your alternate knows how to use the warrants. You have 30 days to use your warrant. You cannot use the warrant before the first date printed on the top of the warrant or after the last date printed on the warrant. After the cashier has entered your WIC purchase and written the amount on the warrant, you'll be asked to sign and date the WIC warrant. Before you sign the warrant, be sure the cashier has included everything on this warrant. Omitted items cannot be purchased after the sale. Be sure the total written in the box matches the actual purchase price shown on the cash register. You can use the fruit and vegetable voucher at any WIC-approved store or at any WIC-approved farmer's market to buy fruits and vegetables. Since the amount of fruits and vegetables you're able to buy varies depending on the price, it's important to use the grocery store scales to estimate the price, or buy prepackaged fresh vegetables like carrots, or approved canned or frozen fruits and vegetables. When using a fruit and vegetable voucher, you can go over the price listed on the voucher and pay the difference. No change may be given for purchases less than the coupon value. Unlike other WIC warrants, you may combine more than one voucher to buy your fruits and vegetables. To recap, things to remember: shop only at WIC-approved stores. Teach your alternate how to use the warrants. Bring your WIC-approved food list to the store when shopping. Buy only the amounts and types of foods listed on your WIC warrants. If you can't find what you need, ask for help or use another WIC-approved store. If there's a problem with the WIC warrant, you must contact your local WIC office. Use WIC warrants on or between the first and last valid days. Separate your foods by warrant. If your warrants have been lost or stolen, contact your WIC office right away. Be courteous. Tips on using the warrants are listed on the Alaska WIC food list, the Rights and Responsibilities form, and the State of Alaska WIC website. At the counter, let the cashier know you plan to use your WIC warrants before you begin your purchase. Separate your WIC items from non-WIC items. Separate your WIC items by their individual warrant. Have your or your alternate's picture ID ready for the cashier. When the WIC purchase is complete, the cashier will check your ID and ask you to sign the warrant and date it. Always sign at the end of the transaction. Make sure the total the cashier writes in the box matches the actual purchase price shown on the cash register. Please note, store employees cannot substitute non-WIC items or give rain checks for unavailable items. You cannot receive change back from a WIC warrant. You may use coupons. Buy only the foods shown on the warrant and/or food list. Use warrants within allowable dates listed. WIC foods are meant to supplement a WIC client's nutrition needs. WIC does not provide all foods that a client needs every month to stay healthy. WIC foods are for the WIC client only, not for the whole family. By signing the Rights and Responsibilities form, a client agrees to follow all WIC policies, rules, and guidelines. Fraud and abuse of WIC benefits may result in sanctions up to and including suspension and/or termination from participating in WIC. Keep WIC warrants safe. WIC cannot replace lost warrants. Report destroyed, lost, or stolen warrants to your WIC staff. WIC foods are for the WIC client only, not for the whole family. Do not exchange WIC foods for other items. Do not sell, trade, or give away WIC foods. Only get WIC warrants from one WIC clinic at a time. Return unused warrants to your WIC office. Feel free to call if you need to change something on your warrant, reschedule an appointment, report changes in income or household size, need more warrants, or have concerns about your WIC services. The WIC program helps Alaskans make good nutrition choices through quality nutrition education and access to supplemental foods. We thank you for joining us. If you have further questions, please contact your WIC staff. The Alaska WIC program is administered by the Alaska Department of Health and Social Services. It receives funding from the United States Department of Agriculture. This video produced by the WIC program and the Alaska Department of Health and Social Services.